Okay, so that's totally my bad for not being here for commentary. My apologies, everybody. So, welcome to Pepsiman Any Tournament. I'm sorry that I took so long to get here. I lost track of time. Anyways, so it looks like we're already like in 2-2, both these players, and Opti's being the lead. Limo is not far behind actually, so he's actually catching up pretty well. Oh no! As I say that, he gets. Oh no, that's actually really bad for Limo. Opti seems to be doing pretty well though. He got canless, and Limo does not get canless. That's actually unfortunate. The bonk into grab can, the classic. Opti's doing really good. As expected from Opti. So if you guys don't know, Opti is second place for Pepsiman Any Tournament. He plays on emulator, which means that his loads are a little bit longer. But he's been pushing the game on emulator. It's crazy. Limo though, taking a hit on the wall, which is a little bit of stalling him out. He might end up being a full level behind Opti after this, so we're just gonna have to see how the later stages play out now. Truck skip is coming up for 3-1, and if you guys don't know, truck skip is an advanced skip in the game. It's probably the hardest skip in the game, and it saves you about 20 seconds overall in an RTA run. So it's actually pretty decent as a skip. Oh lord. Limo just now finishing 2-2 and getting it over with. Opti is about to finish 2-3, and we're about to see truck skip if he gets it, which I'm assuming he's going to get it because both these guys know how to do truck skip, which is pretty nice, honestly. Now, Limo, aside from falling into the hole, was doing pretty well from what I saw, or at least from what I came into. My apologies again for not being here earlier. My bad, lost track of time. Anyways, so Opti's going into 3-1, and it looks as if... Okay, he's going to try to go for canvas, of course. The thing to do now is just to go for canvas. I say that as if it's a thing that no one else... Like, it's like a not common thing, but canvas 3-1 is a little bit difficult. It's a lot harder than you think it is. Especially because you have to do truck skip and then avoid the cans while they're inside the truck, so you can't see them very well. And he gets the truck skip. Very nice, very nice. Let's move it on. And Limo is just now getting out of 2-3, which means he's going to be attempting the same thing, I hope. So Opti, just jumping down the road, dash jumping. Very basic stuff, very basic movement. So for Pepsiman, dash jumping is the fastest form of movement because when you jump in the air, your dash speed gets carried over into the jump. So if you jump at the end of a dash, for instance, then your dash speed will just carry over into the late jump. Which we try to take advantage of as much as possible. Limo gets run over. That is uncharacteristic. Opti right now is just on one. He is going for this canvas, and he's probably going to get it with the setup he's got going on. So let's see. And he does get it. That's hype. That's huge. And Limo gets run over again. This is not looking good for Limo. Limo right now is... I don't want to say he's doing poorly. It's just that 3-1 is not treating him very well. Okay, he's going to wait for the truck. Smart move. Just wants to get to the first checkpoint. That's all he needs. He's already wasted about a minute before the first checkpoint, so it's a little huge right now. Opti, on the other hand, is in 3-2, and he's looking to... Oh, Limo's not even going to go for truck skip. That's unfortunate. So he's going to be losing even more time here. I assume the thought process is, like, I already lost a minute, there's no need to lose any more by trying to go for a hard skip, so... I'd say it's a smart move, given the circumstances. However, it's more of a risk-reward anything if you're gonna do truck skip versus no truck skip. Opti right now is doing really well for basically doing an all canless attempt. Now, I think from what I came into, he got a canless 2-1, which is pretty crazy, because canless 2-1 is something we haven't seen so far in this tournament. I'm not even sure if we got to see that in the first tournament that we had, because there was a 2021 tournament as well, where I participated in, of course. And I don't know if I got it or if somebody else got it, but canless 2-1 is a kind of a hard feat, but fear not. So 129, 3-2. That's pretty good. That's 1 second off of the individual level record. So, yeah, that's a pretty good 3-2, I'll say. Okay, so this chase section is pretty easy, I'd say. Nemo is just now getting into 3-2. Now this, I don't want to call it early because it's a little hard to say because we've got stage 4. Stage 4 is the hardest stage in the game, and there's a lot of opportunities for either player to mess up in either stage of scene 4. So who knows? Opti might just do super well in stage 4, or you might be seeing some flubs, and Nemo dies in the barrel section. Now it's not like too bad because it's, you know, right at the start. But the last bridge of the barrel section is the one that you really got to look out for, because that one sucks. This bridge right here that Lebo's coming up to, this one sucks, and he gets past it no problem, which is nice because now he gets to just do the quote-unquote easy mineshaft section. So this section is not very difficult, but there are no checkpoints after the second checkpoint, which means that if you die, you go straight back to the start of the mineshaft, and it sucks. Opti right now, he gets the truck jump, and he's gonna go for the truck skip. Oh no, he messes it. Oh no, he gets it. I thought he's gonna mess it up. So good on Opti for not messing that up though. And Nemo gets crushed. That's what I'm talking about with the 3-2. 3-2 is super brutal when you get hit. Like, when you die there, it is super brutal. Opti right now, dying? That is not something I thought he'd do, and he's getting hit. He's getting hit. Uh-oh. Lemo dies again in the 3-2 mineshaft. This is looking like a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. I hate to call it early, but this is looking like a wrap. Opti is just doing everything he can. And speaking of which, he gets past that part with no cans? Wow. I am surprised. I'm very surprised, actually. That's a super hard thing to do, is to get out of 4-1 with 0 cans, but the thing is that he died and then still got hit, so he's not really saving a whole lot of time by doing canless. He's only saving about 2.5 seconds over, like, the, I guess, 45 seconds he lost by everything else happening. So right now, Opti, 4-1 was a little bit shaky, but he gets out with no cans, which, again, is a pretty big deal, actually, but he gets a nice 2.5 second time save, but he loses about 45 in the process, so about a net loss of about 43 seconds. So it's not like, not super big, but you know. Alright, now 4-2. Now this is the game changer. This is the equalizer. And I think Opti's going to go for canless 4-1, or 4-2, my bad, as well. And if he gets this, it is going to be huge, because Opti combines the movement that I do in this level with Emilio's methods of doing canless. And That's the best case scenario for this level. So let's see how he gets in the pipe section. Now this pipe section is not easy when you go for canvas. You have to avoid a lot of cans. Oh? Oh, he gets hit. It's not the end of the world. Or maybe he did it on purpose. I don't know. But when you get hit, oh, okay, that's not intentional. So canless is only gonna save him so much here. Nemo just now gets out of 3-3 and oh no, he grabbed he grabbed the can, so he got hit twice and grabbed the can, so it's still a good 4-2. Like, don't get me wrong, it's still a good 4-2, but he went for a canless, and when he failed it, really all that happened is that he got hit twice, so... But he's still way far ahead. Still way further ahead than Nemo, and it's hard to watch, but Opti is a pretty good player at this game. He's second place for a reason. Nemo goes for truck skip, actually misses it. So he decides to wait on the truck. Now this truck is RNG actually, because you never know if there's going to be a last second can if that pops up, so it's a little hard to predict, that's why we skip it. Now Opti gets out of the... Oh no, Limo! Limo! Okay, Limo makes it to the trash can section. Opti in the last chase section, no. This last chase section, it can be hard at first if you don't know the layout, but if you do actually know the layout, then this one's also pretty easy. The tip to this chase section is to actually stay on the floor as much as possible, because you can pretty much avoid everything on the floor, because there's no instance where you are forced to jump. Nemo's looking to get out of 4-1 right now, and with the way he's moving, he's doing a bunch of hole skips, and hole skips are... Oh no, okay, that was a drop jump. That was a drop jump for sure. That is a known input drop point. Okay, Opti gets the first 18 in this tournament. That is a crazy time. It's not the best time throughout the tournaments, but that is still a crazy time considering the circumstances that Opti had. Like, he saved time in all the right places to get that 18, and that is a huge feat. So, good job to Opti. Limo just now getting out of 4-1, so we get to see Limo finish up this run in 4-2 and 4-3. So, Opti finishing it out with 18:43. That is a ginormous time. And to give you guys an idea, that run is 28 seconds off of his PB, which means that his PB is an 18:15. World record is 18:07. And that was done by me, of course, but that was done on console. Limo is actually doing really well in 4-2 so far. I don't want to curse it, but he's doing really well in 4-2. Oh no! Oh, he misses the sign. All right, let's go, Limo. Let's finish this stuff out. Let's get it finished. Pipe section. Is he gonna do it? Jumps over the pipe. Okay, that's huge. All right, Limo, come on, let's get this finished. We can do it. He is moving through this part. Holy crap! This is the best Limo's played, I think. I don't want to say for sure because I haven't seen the entire run, but this is a... Oh no! Oh no! Limo was not prepared for that jump glitch. So what happens in this game sometimes is when you hit jump during a dash, Pepsiman will not jump in the air, but will instead perform his jump animation on the floor, meaning that you actually don't get any height. And it's super unfortunate when it happens, especially right there, because there's no way you can make that gap with jump glitch. Sometimes jump glitch actually does help you, because you'll like hover in midair if you do go over a hole, but in that scenario, yeah, no, Limo just did not get treated well. That's unfortunate, because that was the last jump of the level before you do the board section. Alright, let's see if he gets it this time. He does get it. Oh no! Oh no, that's a game over. And Limo, timer reset. I think that's his way of saying that, yeah, it's over. Oh, that's so unfortunate for Limo. Getting hit at the very last, like, the second to last wall in the board section. That is, without a doubt, the worst place to die, especially when you're on your last life. Oh no. It was very unfortunate that Limo had to go out like that, but it was a good showing towards the end at the very least. Now, his 4-2 was looking very clean until the jump glitch happened, and that's not really his fault, that's just the game's fault, because jump glitch is it's a thing that happens when you least expect it. And I say this all the time, but it's one of the worst things in the game to experience. That and dash glitch. Dash glitch is another thing where, like, if you land as soon as the dash time is over, then for some reason Pepsiman will like repeat the dash animation but be going at normal speed, which means that you get your positioning all mixed up. It's very hard to predict when that's going to happen too, because you just don't know. And he's been here for the last couple of minutes, but I do want to introduce our champion for today, freaking OptiJuegos. So, congratulations, first of all. And I gotta say, like, getting an 1843 in a tournament setting is absolutely crazy. And I do want to highlight that you got a lot of canless attempts. So there's 4-1, there was 3-1, there was not 4-2, and I don't know what other levels you got because I got here a bit early or late, but I will say that 1843 for emulator in a tournament setting is an absolute feat. The question is, can you get an 1830?
I don't know really. So 4-1 Canless was insane, really insane. I don't know how I did it first try on the can section. But for 80-30s, I don't know, really hard.
I was watching you do 4-1, and the death was a bit unfortunate, and you got hit a couple times afterwards. But after that happened, you just kept going. And as soon as you got to the trash can section, I saw you had 0 cans. I was like, is he gonna go for it? And he got it. Somehow he managed to pull it through. The hardest canless level in the game, and he somehow gets it. It was crazy.
Yes. A lot of practice for 4-1 canless, really. And searching for consist setups. I'm really bad at English. But I don't know how I got 3-1 canless, really. 3-1 canless is really hard at the end.
Oh yeah, I know. 2-1 canless is one of the hardest canlesses in the game, especially because it's in a section where you die instantly if you mess it up.
Yes, really. Well, 1 can on the last section. I don't know how I missed it. But for 3-1 canless on the last section, I don't know. It's not consistent. On the last 3-1, the last 3-1 section.
Yeah, the car wash in 3-1. That one's...
Yes, the car wash. Well, I forgot how it says in English.
It's more of a gamble, I would say. Like it is pretty consistent, but there are occasions where the game will just turn you either early or late, and you're either going to grab a can or you're going to hit the car wash, and neither of those are good. So you got pretty good positioning, I will say that. There actually was somebody who was playing the game lately who found a consistent setup for car wash, and I want to try it out when I get back and running the game because it seems like a godsend for any percent. Now, if there is a good way to skip the cans in 4-1 trash can, then that'd be nice too. But unfortunately, we just have to squeeze through and pray to God that we don't grab a can. But I'm rambling at this point, but I just do want to highlight the fact that your run today was some of the best we've seen so far. And unfortunately for Limo, like I hate to say it, but Limo was looking really, really good. Like his run was super good, and then there were certain points where it just kind of fell apart. And whether it's the emulator he was using or just like some like movement flubs here and there.
What emulator was she using?
I'm not exactly sure, but I'm assuming it's either EPSXE or DuckStation, and whether it's either of those, both of them still have problems with dropping inputs.
I don't know really, but I am running the game on Windows 7 and I don't have any issues with EPSXE. With DuckStation on Windows 10, it's good too, but it's a little input lag. It has a little of input lag while playing, but on Windows 7 I don't have issues with that.
That's interesting, actually. And it's funny you say that you're still on Windows 7. That's also really funny.
Yes. I downgrade to Windows 7 just to have less input lag. Yes, I'm insane.
That's funny. But we were told to actually not extend these interviews for very long, which is it's all right. I'll give him that one. Our interviews kind of do go on a bit long, but it's because we enjoy talking about the game very much. But
yes,
just so we don't sit here for very long, we are going to end the episode, I guess, a little bit early. I don't know if Limo is going to do an interview today. If he's going to come over to the English channel or if he's going to stay in the Spanish channel. But depending on what happens, we will go ahead and just end the episode early. Now, Opti, I'll say it again, but congratulations on getting 1843 in a tournament setting. That is insane. Now, if you can beat my 1830 from last year, that would be the best time that anyone gets in a tournament so far.
Yes, really thanks to all.
I hold you to the standard of getting an 1830. You can do it. I know you can.
Yes.
But whether it'll happen is soon to be a mystery. But for right now, I believe I don't know if Limo is going to come over here, but if he doesn't, then we're just going to have to end the episode early. So for anyone who's still watching, thank you guys for watching this match. I'm sorry that I couldn't be here to commentate the entirety of it. I lost track of time. I will admit that. I was kind of messing around, so it's my bad. But I'm here now, and I have a new microphone, which sounds really great. And yeah. Hopefully the next match for Pepsiman starts pretty soon, because yesterday was our first match in like a week, and then we have 2 matches within 2 days, and it's it's kind of crazy to see it move this fast, you know. But so I believe that means that Limo goes to losers bracket, and he's got to face Emilio in losers bracket. Now that this match was pretty cracked until a certain point, but Emilio versus Limo, I feel like that's going to be insane.
Yes, it's insane. It's really hard between Limo and Emilio. I don't know what's gonna win because they are really close together.
Oh yeah, for sure. But again, again, Opti, congratulations on winning today's match. Do you have anything else to say before we end the episode?
Nothing really.
Other than, of course, have a Pepsi. Or Pepsi for TV game is.
Ah,
Yes.
I forgot.
Let me open up this page. And has anybody heard from Limo? Because if we don't know if he's gonna come here or
Where
not.
is- Bueno, I have to go to his. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No, again, but thank you again for participating and congratulations once again.
Thanks,
Big GG.
thanks for relating the match, for commentary the match.
for as much as I tried to, I missed the first 5 minutes, but yes.
Yes.
But have a good night, Opti.
Okay. Goodbye. Have to go.
Adios.
Adios.
Okay. We're gonna get some words from Limo before we end the episode. Limo, what's up?
Hello. What's up, man?
No, I do want to just go ahead and reassure you that, like, even though the run ended pretty badly, I do think that the run you were trying to do was really good. Like, there were parts where you're kind of playing out of your mind. Like, the entirety of 4-2 was really insane, but jump glitch happened at the worst possible time, and that just messed everything up. And all I gotta say is that no matter how you feel after that, it wasn't your fault, and it wasn't the emulator's fault. It was just the game's fault in that scenario. So, how do you feel after all that? I mean, I understand that the run ended at a forfeit, but surely it wasn't like damaging, like, to your what is it called? Like, it I lost the words for it. My bad. Yeah, how do you feel after that?
I feel rare. I don't know how to say it, but I mean, it was a funny run. The 4-2 death was funny. I'm not gonna lie. I was happy with the run because at the first splits I got some goals, and that was actually nice. I didn't expect that, and I tried to do the first rock skip, and Pepsiman just didn't boost, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I expected you to go for it, but I thought that when you lost a minute in 3-1 at the start before the checkpoint, that what I was thinking was that you didn't go for it because you didn't want to risk losing more time to not getting the truck skip, and I thought that was a smart idea. But either way you look at it, 3-1, it was a little bit unfortunate how it went.
That was my fault because I tried to do the tryhard one to skip all the trucks from there, and I failed. It doesn't matter. It's something that I learned recently, so I mean it wasn't easy. So when I saw that I have less lives, and I didn't do truck skip because I was scared to get a game over. But yeah, I farmed some Pepsi cans there and got some lives, and I continue. I think 3-2 was was clean, but the jump glitch just did his stuff. You know, the classic Pepsiman stuff.
Jump glitch just ruins more runs than you'd imagine. If you guys haven't ever seen like Pepsiman PB attempts, like actual speedruns of this game, then you'll realize that jump glitch happens pretty often, and it's hard to predict. Like you just won't ever know exactly when it happens. In fact, if not to promote or anything, but the world record for Pepsiman Any Percent gets jump glitch, I believe, 4 times in the same level. So it's very, very stupid as to how often it happens. It didn't detriment the run or anything, but it happens so much. And when you get it to happen over a part that isn't favorable, so let's say like you get jump glitch over a pit, you had better hope and pray that the jump glitch, clears the gap so you don't have to worry about like falling in and like losing your run or losing like a minute or something, because that sucks. So going back to your run, jump glitch happening is just, it's not your fault. Like I said, it's not your fault. It's not the emulator's fault. It's not dropped input. It's just the game just has that, and it sucks. So anything that happens because of jump glitch, you just kind of have to take on the chin and just move on, because it's not really like anything to worry about. Like if it happens, yes, but it's not your fault. And going back to your run, 3-2, that one, I will admit, when you got into the barrel section, it was looking a little rough at that point, because the barrel is of course an instant kill, and the bridges are very, very hard to maneuver consistently.
Yeah, I'm surprised that I even passed that level because all that errors. And when I got to when I got sorry, when I was going to 4-2, I saw that I have less lives than I used to have. So I say okay, I'm gonna do my best in this, and I was out of my mind, honestly, because it was a very tryhard stuff I was doing, and yeah, I died because jump glitch the usual, and the game over is in the classic skateboarding part. So GG's.
Yeah, the skateboarding part now, it's very difficult, especially for anyone who doesn't play this game very often, and even for people who do play this game a lot, who speedrun it. The last section of 4-2 is without a doubt one of the hardest sections in the game, because you have to squeeze through narrow like spaces without getting touched, because if you get touched, you die, and that is just huge amounts of time lost just straight out the window. The easy workaround in 4-2 is you just jump a lot. So in the board section, if you jump, then Pepsiman won't lean too much to the sides, which means that you can more easily squeeze between the gaps, and it's a lot easier to just finish the stage that way. Now, when I saw you get hit in the board section, it didn't even look like that you should have gotten hit, honestly, because you weren't really like too far to the sides. It just kind of looked like the game didn't want you to pass that part. I'm gonna be honest, because when I saw that, I was like, okay, yeah, that's kind of BS.
Yeah, you know, the weird Pepsiman hitboxes.
They're hard to predict, honestly. But despite all the mistakes and all the unfortunate situations that you found yourself in, I would still go ahead and say that your run was pretty good. Now, if we just cut out like all the like, weird or like bad deaths or whatever, then like your run was still good. But as is reality, Pepsiman, it's a very hard game, and sometimes mistakes can snowball even if you don't like make any mistakes yourself. Sometimes the game will just throw a wrench into your movement, and there's nothing you can really do about it besides just deal with it on the spot. I will admit, so during last year's tournament, every time I get the 4-2, I would sweat because it's hard to say if you're gonna get jump glitch or not during 4-2, and 4-2, that's a level you do not want jump glitch to happen because any death is huge. There's only, I believe, 3 checkpoints. No, 2 checkpoints in 4-2. As a matter of fact, there's 2. So there's one before the pipe section, and there's one before the board section, and that's all you get. So dying in that level is something you don't want, and the game is not your friend. It is what it is. And I'm not trying to say it's bad. I'm just saying it's just an annoyance that you sometimes have to deal with on the spot. Will it happen casually? Most likely not, because not a lot of people spam dashing. Dashing, I think, is what causes a lot of the bugs to happen with movement. Because if you just like walk through the game and jump, then you don't really get any of these weird movement bugs at all. It's kind of funny how that works out. But anyways, I'm sorry that your run had to go the way it did, but from what I saw, it would have been a lot better had the game just treated you better. In these situations, it's more like you focus on the good and you build upon it. And in this case, there's still a lot of good in this run. Now, when I joined in, 5.5 minutes in, you guys are still pretty neck and neck. Now, 2-2 was really unforgiving, but the takeaway from this is that you focus on the good, you leave the bad stuff out, and you build upon the good. And from what you told me, it seems like the beginning of the run was pretty good. So, there you go.
Yeah, I'll keep grinding for the sub 19.
Yeah, sub 19 is that's where the real boys, like big boys, lie. Is sub 19. Because before I started running the game back in 2021, I actually saw the leaderboard. So the leaderboard only had one sub 18 or sub 19, my bad, and it was Emilio at the time. Emilio, his PB is still the same after all this time. It is an 1828, and that was the first place. And the second place, I believe, was like a 1919, 1916 or something. Like, there was a huge gap between first and second place. So now it's more like there's not such a huge gap anymore, and it's great that we finally have an optimized leaderboard for a game that otherwise hasn't been ran very much in the last like 2 years. The last year has been great for Pepsiman. It was huge. The community's thriving. We've got these races going on. Honestly, we couldn't be living in a better time for this game, and I couldn't be happier to even be part of it. So, with all that being said, now, Limo, do you have any last words for us?
Thank you, everyone. Sorry for my bad English. I'm not used to speaking English, but I guess I speak it. You understand what I said? I don't know. But thank you, everyone, and I'll try my best the next time. Looks like I gotta go, and see you, everyone. Drink Pepsi. Drink Pepsi. Goodbye.
Bye, guys. Thanks for watching, and of course, have a Pepsi.